Hello, baseball fans. It's almost here. I'm so excited, and no, I'm not going to badly sing it like that episode of Saved by the Bell. But the World Series is almost here. It's going to be the best one I've ever seen. I just know it. It's going to be epic as hell, and I'm here to preview it. And let's start with the American League representative. Remind me, who is representing the American League this year? Oh, that's right. It is the Yankees. Oh man, look. If I seemed a bit overjoyed, I'm just over the moon with this, especially after last year. Last year we missed the postseason, and the year before that, I had to watch this team swept in the ALCS against the Houston team that had always kind of owned us. Yeah, 2017, 2019, yeah. Even with those asterisks, we still haven't beaten them. But I had to watch the Yankees swept by Astros team that I really felt we were ready for. And I'm gonna be blunt and honest here. When we got swept in that series, that was the saddest I'd ever been as a Yankees fan. Even more than 2004. Even more than that. Okay, and Yankee fans my age remember that year and don't want to. But anyway, but the thing is, this year was so extra special for the Yankees. And no, not just because of the addition of Juan Soto. It just seemed like everything was coming into place, even though it seemed like it wasn't for a while. We did struggle for most of summer. It was kind of like up and down. The bullpen was a question mark. Some of the hitters were a question mark, and it had people saying, "Well, the Yankees were just judging Soto and nobody else." People were spouting that around, and people and so-called Yankee fans were doubting Giancarlo Stanton. He's washed. We wasted too much money on him. Why is he still in the lineup? This, that, and the other. Well, what happened? We got here even with Judge doing some things, but not as much as he did in the regular season. He had a couple home runs, key ones, but outside of that, he hasn't really been a factor. And this isn't because he's been walked. It's because the hits haven't come, but they will. And look who got us here. Yes, Soto hit that home run in the 10th inning of Game 5. That home run didn't win the game, but let's make one thing perfectly clear. Soto's homer doesn't happen without any of the efforts of Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton kicked ass. I kept telling people about Stanton. Okay, Stanton hits. He's on a whole nother level, and especially in October. In past postseasons, he has hit for us. Okay, and he continued to do it this year. He's done so much for us to get us to this point. A point where he hadn't been in 15 years. Yeah, I know, 15 years. I'm not one of those Yankee fans that go, "Woe is me, it's been 15 years." Well, I know good and well others have gone longer. I'm a baseball fan who shed tears when the Cubs won, okay? So I'm not one of those Yankee fans who gets all piffy about not winning a pennant for 15 years, okay? But it's still a long time, especially for me. I'm speaking as myself here. I watched a lot of disappointment from this franchise in the last decade and a half. Sometimes there was potential, sometimes there wasn't. But the point is, we got here. We are here, and we had a tough road despite others trying to say, "Well, Houston was still there, and you wouldn't be there." People kill me with that. The way Houston played, please. There's a reason why I call them the Astros. But yeah, the Yankees are here. We made it this far, and we earned it and kicked ass. And the same can be said for the National League representative. You see, this is why the Dodgers paid Shohei Ohtani the big bucks. Well, this is partially why. They paid him that money to get them a championship. Now they're in this position. And because see, we've all seen what's happened with the Dodgers ever since Dave Roberts became the manager. This is the Dodgers' ninth year with Roberts, and we've all seen what happened. First year they make it to the NLCS, but the Cubs beat them out. The Cubs hadn't won a pennant since World War II ended, but they beat the Dodgers out. 17, we know about that. The asterisk is right there next to Houston. That's a mulligan. 18, kind of a mulligan because they say the Red Sox kind of cheated too. 19, not a mulligan because they had one of the best records. They had the best record in the league, and they got beat by the Nationals. 20, we all know about 20. Okay, shortened year due to the heightened pandemic. Dodgers win the whole thing. Now, but of course, you know how sports fans react to shortened season, lockout, and of course, in the case of 20, COVID championships. People say, well, those don't count. Mickey Mouse don't count. Wouldn't happen in a real season. They don't know that. But they don't know that, but they continue to spout it. I'm not one of those people, okay? A championship is a championship. Whether it's a 60-game season, a 144-game season like Atlanta in 1995, or a 462-game season. A championship is a championship. You should have just beat them out, plain and simple. And, of course, 21, they don't make it back, but they at least made it to the NLCS. The last 2 years were disastrous. They were beaten soundly in the division series. And 1 year, they won 111 games and didn't get to play for the pennant. And last year they were swept by the number 6 seed, the Arizona Diamondbacks that year. So yeah, the Dodgers were pretty much in emergency mode. That's why when rumors of Shohei leaving the Angels were rampant, they came out there with their Brinks trucks full of money and gave him a load of it. And they paid a lot for him. They paid a lot for Yamamoto. They paid a lot for Yamamoto too. And to go with what they have, and it's worked so far. Here they are in the Fall Classic. This is the fourth time during the World Series. This is the fourth time in the World Series with Robinson manager. Like I said, 17, 18, asterisk, mulligans. 20, they win it, but it's the shortened year. You know, that's the whole objective here. They want to win in a full season so people will stop side-eyeing 2020. You know, that's what the Dodgers are looking to do. That's what the Dodgers are looking to do. They are 4 wins away from that, and they're a pretty deep team. This is a pretty deep World Series. This is the first time in over 10 years that we're getting a World Series with the 2 best teams in the league, and it's very stacked teams. Now, so that's the Dodgers. Now I want to speak a little bit personally over here. This is the 12th time that the Dodgers and Yankees are facing during the World Series. But for me, this is my first time. All the previous 11 matchups came before my lifetime. The last time they met was in 1981, and I was born in '85. And I've heard for years about the Dodgers versus Yankees, those great World Series. We all know what happened in a lot of the past ones. Of course, the Yankees always beat them the first time. Of course, in '55, the Brooklyn Dodgers finally won their first one. But the following year, the Yankees got payback by not only beating the Dodgers, but Don Larson pitched that perfecto in Game 5, I believe, and October 8, 1956. And of course, their last win, the last meeting was '81. Now the Yankees won 8 of those previous 11 World Series, but the last one was won by the Dodgers, 1981, and of course, one of the main people behind that Dodgers championship sadly left us a few days ago, Fernando Valenzuela, Fernando Mania, one of the great pitchers in the Dodgers team history. But and I'm pretty sure he's going to be honored in Game 1 tomorrow in LA. But and that's going to be a very moving tribute. But yeah, so this Fall Classic is going to be amazing. As for predictions, Yankees in 6 games, we're going to take it. I have a good feeling about this. I think we're going to take it. We don't have home field advantage. I don't think that's going to matter. We've got the oomph, we got the talent, and we've got the drive to do it. I think number 28 is going to happen for us. So it's going to be a hell of a Fall Classic, and that is my preview of it. If you like this video, click the like button. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe if you want more. If you're on TikTok, feel free to hit that follow button. My story previewing the World Series is featured. Check it out where you can. And I'll be back after the series, hopefully to congratulate these guys. Stay tuned.